students, let's continue with the discussion of our chapter Sound. Students, in our previous lecture, we have discussed forced vibrations and resonance and its applications. The specific objectives of today's topic are characteristics of sound, loudness and intensity, and noise pollution. So, starting up with the topic characteristics of sound. Students, two sounds can be distinguished from one another by the following three different characteristics, that are loudness, pitch, and quality. Now, let's discuss these characteristics of sound in detail. Students, the first characteristic of sound is loudness. Loudness is the characteristic by virtue of which a loud sound can be distinguished from a faint one, both having same pitch and quality. Same pitch means the number of vibrations is same, and quality means the waveform is same for both the vibrations. Let's discuss this with the help of an example, students. If I'll take a tuning fork and I strike it softly on the disc, you will hear a faint sound, that is a low sound. And if I'll strike the same tuning fork harshly on the disc, you will hear a louder sound. So, talking about the factors affecting the loudness of the sound. The first one is it depends upon square of amplitude. Second one is surface area of vibrating body, and the third one is square of distance from the source. Now the first one is that loudness of sound depends upon amplitude. Loudness is directly proportional to square of amplitude. That means if this is the amplitude, we know that amplitude is maximum displacement of the particle on the either side of its mean position. So if this is the amplitude, you can see the amplitude here is more, but here the amplitude is less. So this wave will produce a loud sound and this wave will produce a feeble sound, that is low sound, as its amplitude is smaller than the first one. Next is surface area of vibrating body. Students, loudness is directly proportional to surface area of vibrating body. See this example, students. You can see here in this drum, as the surface area is more, and if I'll strike with the same intensity on the surface of drums, we know that the louder sound will be produced by this drum. Why? Because the surface area of this drum is more. So loudness is directly proportional to surface area of vibrating body. Next, the third one is distance from the source. As the distance from the source increases, loudness decreases. If the distance is increasing, we'll see that the intensity of the sound decreases. Now next is relationship between loudness and intensity. For that we should know what is intensity. Intensity of a sound wave at a point of a medium is the amount of sound energy passing per second, normally through a unit area at that point. So it is amount of sound energy which is being passing per second, and its unit is watt per meter square. Greater the energy carried by sound wave, greater is the intensity of the sound, and greater is the intensity of the sound, louder is the sound produced. So talking about subjective nature of loudness and objective nature of intensity, that says the loudness of sound depends upon, the first one is intensity, that is energy conveyed by the sound, and the second one is the sensitivity to the ears of the listener. Thus, students, for a sound wave, loudness has a subjective nature, that is It depends upon the listener, while the intensity being a measurable quantity, as it is amount of sound. So it is a measurable quantity, has an objective nature. Next is relationship between loudness and intensity. It is given as L is equals to K log I, where L is loudness and I is intensity, which is measurable quantity. And K is constant of proportionality. And hence, from this relation, we can conclude that loudness increases with the increase in intensity, but not in same proportion, as we have K as constant of proportionality. Unit of loudness. The unit of loudness is phone. It is used to indicate an individual's perception of loudness, and the level of sound is expressed in decibels. Students, our next topic for the day is noise pollution. What is pollution? We all know that pollution is defined as contamination of air, water, land due to presence of harmful substances in the environment. And what will be the noise pollution? Noise pollution is defined as the disturbance produced in the environment due to the undesirable, loud and harsh sound of level above 120 decibels. So this is all for today, students. Thank you.